Hello. I'd like to bring you uh my thoughts and reaction to this game. First off, Durant. Jesus Christ. Talking about having to try to pull this one all by himself, basically. Obviously, he has help with Blake Griffin, James Harden, Joe Harris, but ultimately, James Harden, isn't the real James Harden. It's a fake one. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, no, he hasn't been able to do what he's fully capable of because of his injury. Blake Griffin, you know, he's good, but he's not gonna, you know, do anything special. Uh, but back to Durant. Durant during the fourth quarter was amazing. That was really, really something. But as soon as it went to OT, you can see not only was it like good defense from the Bucks, but you could see that Durant was getting tired, and it just comes down to like, is it worth those 10 points or however many that you're probably going to go down by resting Durant or just resting your best star player to make sure that he's fully prepared or at least somewhat rested to go further in the fourth quarter, to go harder in the fourth quarter, and maybe even not OT, especially in a playoff game. Now I get it, like, you know, stars in high stake playoff games should be getting a lot of minutes because they're the best players on the team, and you want that best player to be on the floor as much as you can. But once that player is, you know, at what point is it not worth having that tired star player? And now that tired star player is better than a bench player, a 10th man, 11th man on the bench, obviously. But like a sixth man, you know, just someone that can just pop in and just do some work to just give some rest for Durant so he can go further if it's necessary. Now, obviously, maybe we wouldn't be even having this discussion if Durant hits that three and not a two. But isn't it still the same discussion of minutes and time management and being like, is it worth making this player play X amount of minutes? Because, obviously the player's going to want to play as much minutes as they possibly can because they feel they have the most impact and they want control, right? They don't want going into uh, the game or out of the game and be like, oh, we lost because of XYZ. They want to be like, oh, I lost or we lost because I wasn't good enough, or, you know, they were doing really good against me, right? And this brings me back to the Warriors from past years on how dominant they were because of their stars. I don't think that Curry is better than Durant. And I mean, like the Warriors when they didn't have Durant, obviously. Obviously, when they had Durant, it's just like star power, right? But like Curry is not better than Durant. Klay Thompson is not better than Durant. However, they overcome that by feeding off each other and getting good looks because of the movement that they get, the space that they create by going off ball. And this was horrible. But it was just really hard to watch this game and just see and realize that, hey, it's basically Durant doing everything, right? I, I obviously Harden. I don't know if they will show it, but Harden in the fourth quarter had a pretty someone say lucky shot where you banked it off the backboard. Uh, but Harden can make the yeah, it's right here, I think. Yeah, this one. Harden can't make these. And he would have done more if he was fully healthy. But then again, he's not. And it's not a what if scenario of, oh, what if the Nets were fully healthy? Obviously, I think that they would have fully won the series if they were fully healthy, because I don't think that the Bucks will do much damage in terms of winning a championship. I don't think that they fully have what it takes because I don't think that the sustainability of Giannis in terms of both sides of the floor, like I haven't really seen or been impressed by Giannis defensively. And also, I don't trust Chris Middleton really that much, to be honest. Like I know he was doing well and late in this series, but I don't know. I just don't feel like against teams that I feel like are better, will do. Now the East is weird because now that the Nets are out, I feel like it's an open ballpark. Well, not really a ballpark, but anyway, um, because Atlanta, as I'm recording this, Atlanta and the 76ers have not yet played. But I fully, I mean, I won't lie, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched that series at all, so I'm not gonna pretend like I'm gonna know what's happening over there. So I'm not gonna even speak about it. But from the outside looking in, I think that the Bucks can be whoever comes out of those teams because I don't really trust Embiid and I don't really trust Ben Simmons. But also you know, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been watching, so I'm not gonna say other than what I know, and that's Embiid and Simmons not really working. Uh, about West, Suns, and Clippers. That will be a good series, hopefully, and hopefully Kawhi can come back as soon as he can, so it makes it more of a quote unquote fair series. But enough of that. Back to this game. This was incredible. That was incredible. I think that Drew Holiday should have double teamed him faster, but just seeing this was incredible. Um, yeah, unfortunately, he was on the line, so it counted as a two. Also, Drew Holiday on both inbounds. I mean, less about this one, but the previous inbound, I don't think was his greatest moment. They should have called the timeout because they couldn't find anything and they just gave it to Brook Lopez. And then all between like before this, like 2 minutes of just like messes. It was so bad. And then here we go with some Bucks going on. I think they were like, okay, I think they made one more shot until, or maybe not, I don't remember fully. But again, Durant just was forced to make these shots. And I fully believe, yes, good defense, contested shots. But, could have been easier, I feel like, if he was more rested. Same with Giannis. But honestly, Giannis uh, was more of a spectator in these final minutes. I know he had that dunk, but actually maybe that was in fourth quarter. This is where I'm like, okay, yeah, they didn't have enough time. They couldn't really do anything. They had a timeout like they could have used, and I think in the fourth quarter they could have used as well to try to give them more time, but they chose not to. They trusted Durant, and I think Durant thought he could do it as well. And that's that. That's a route. Bucks in. Thank you for watching. But goodbye.